Hey everybody, developers, we're live. This is weekly AMA session with CEO and co-founder Alex Shedogubov. It's Friday, December 16. I'm Eugene PPMC. We call this AMA session wNFTY to the Moon. The main point we're going to discuss on today's live stream is the proposals from our advisor, Menoscope, for Vladimir Popov. Greetings for being our advisor, Vladimir. He made a great article regarding tokenomics, so on and so forth. So let's open it on our screen. It is a long read. You may find it on our Medium. And if you are concerned about the faith and the future of the DAO Envelop, if you are the active member, and maybe you are not an active member, you plan to join or not to join, what is Envelop? Why should you pay attention on? This is a great long read. This is the great example of how advisor should work, should help a project. It's regarding, it consists of a short recap of the 2 years of Envelop existing and great recommendation. First of all, let me ask you, are you agree with all Menoscope has pointed in this AMA session, or you may want to argue with him some controversies and so forth? Your overall impressions from his recommendation?
Yes, so of course, mainly I agree, because previously we, for me, it wasn't surprised, of course, to read this article, because we discussed these approaches several times, and so now he's made it a formalized way, and I think it's useful for us, and some of the offers were made according to our experience that we had, and sometimes not the best experience last year. So I think it will help us moving through next year more effectively, because the market is not so good as we wish, but we have what we have.
Well, this is a big document. It contains a section regarding tokenomics, most of all of them marketing advisors, token price strategy. So you may read it. We will make a short review in general. Alex, what is the better way to make a short review of that? Okay, tell us please three main conclusions that you have made after reading Menoscope recommendations, and what of all DAO Envelop plans to accept in its development on the 2023.
Yeah, so what we made, I should say, about the examples, which were shown that going out of centralized exchanges showed to be a positive thing, not to have pressure of manipulations, and focus on marketing, of course. The main thing for 2023 approach is that we figure out the scheme, how we will control that there will be never more than 500 million NIFTSY in all chains, even if we achieve it someday 100 chains where Envelop protocol is. So I think this is the main idea. Also, we have a plan to spend part of incomes generated by DAO to buy out tokens on the markets to reduce the supply. So we think that this will show better performance.
Okay, so what should we add here? This is the good idea to have such an experienced advisor like Menoscope is. He has a huge, more than 10 years experience staying in the industry and analyzing dozens of several thousands projects he had already analyzed. Sometimes it seems to me that there is no project he would have known about it something. Perhaps all the projects with minimum minimum ability and minimum presence in the industry, Manascope knew and analyzed. And that's good to have such an advisor in DAO Envelop. And this also means that his recommendations are regarding all the main parts of every crypto project. And we suggest to all of the crypto projects to look for such experienced advisors like Manascope is. Okay,
Yeah,
so this
I
is.
also should say that through 2022, we also felt that sometimes when we didn't follow some of his advices, it appeared to be not the best solution. So now we try not to spend much time to achieve that, but to be more preventive and act more effectively.
Okay, so what's next? So Alex, what are other news the team has achieved on this week of December? What should we share with our audience of importance today?
So we are moving through our development as well. As usual, of course, we got this nice Christmas festive cards where you can buy wrapped NFT and give it as a present to any of your friends, relatives, and the loved ones, like true Web3 gift, which you can buy. You can edit by adding more assets inside if you would like. Now available in 3 chains: Ethereum, Polygon, and Binance. So we try to make it according to the Christmas and New Year style. Then, yeah, here it is. So it's like you can buy it as is, or you can customize it and make it more full of sense as a gift, where you also took part in creation. And as for other achievements, we finalized with Swarm about the grant about unstoppable NFTs, and we are applying to deliver this feature next year, which is very important for any content creators or owners of intellectual property, brands, and so on. And also should say that we try to visit offline events. And yesterday I was pitching on one event where the main focus was on our case of non-pledge rental of game assets and price fund distribution based on our protocol, which we have built with Unitbox. So I should say that it has a very good outreach from investors who attended the event. And we were invited to participate further, so for them to get more information how to improve the product to get funds needed to move further.
Well, okay. So you have heard that Christmas collection Crypto Winter is available on christmas.envelop.is. I have already bought yesterday the Polygon NFT with the collateral of 2000 NIFTSY, and it's going to be a good present. If you do understand the idea of how to gift money in envelope, so why not to gift crypto money packed into the crypto envelope, locked till the December 25th? It's a great tech-savvy present. Amazing idea. So join try to use it on free chain, Polygon, BC, and Ethereum. So by the way, let us say a great thanks for our big fan named DeUSCRYPTO. His YouTube channel is on your screens now, and this guy has made an amazing review of Envelop. And he asked, why is nobody talking about Envelop? Has been wrong. A lot of people are talking about Envelop like we. So he is a huge believer in NIFTSY. So Alex, how do you think, why this guy, DeUSCRYPTO, and he's a great blogger, he does great reviews on different projects, why he loved Envelop, why he has become a fan of us? Do you have any ideas?
I got lots of ideas because I think the main is that we are in the trend of new emerging programmable digital assets class, which we've been developing more than a year and a half. And I think in 2023, we'll see how it's important. And now we even see, after all the crashes of crypto companies, about which we saw in FTX. So we now understand how it's important to store value decentralized way, or even if you provide your liquidity to other protocols or companies, so that it should be important for you to have a right and limit the rights of the ones who transfer liquidity to behave it one or other way. So you can, yeah.
By the way, he asked us on the previous AMA, and I promised him to read the comments on the video. He's very bullish on what wNFT is doing, and let me. I don't know why can't I enlarge the screen? So okay, so he asked, can you post the content on the platform to give investors some insights into the platform and go into some of the use cases as to how you can see wNFT being used in different situations? So Alex, let's answer for DAOs. Let's remind again to him and our audience, what are the current use cases? Let's name them: rental mechanics, some skill tokens, SAFT NFTs, and so on and so forth. Let's make a short list of them right now.
So yeah, as you started, we'll go from the games. For the games, of course, the main use case is about non-pledge rental, which will reduce entry barrier, so we can enlarge audience. Other one is skill tokens, where we can make trades not performed like a sign, but as a token inside, and the assets could be customizable and auditable, and it gives new ways to monetization to the companies, or even the way to switch from selling NFTs to selling only skills, when you provide NFTs for free to wider audience and then only sell for them the skills afterwards. And of course, for the games, we can widely use soul-bound tokens, which we have to identify users, to give like a bonus to top users who are honored with special rights in the game, so beneficial access to some levels or assets or whatever. If you go further to marketplaces, launchpads, so here we got a whole tool set to create even your own idea from scratch, when you can mint SAFT NFTs and make ILAO ready SAFTs, which you can sell not only when you get tokens for sale, but only the vestings as well. So you mint, you place, you trade, and you can ensure that you get inflow of funds continuously. So this is one of the ways. Others which we are working now are about content. So with Swarm, I previously mentioned, with decentralized storage, you work where you will be able to mint in our application and choose a Swarm as a storage tool. And moreover, then we'll go further to the way where the NFT will be really unstoppable and be ready to pay for storing metadata and guarantee that it will not be erased. So we are working out now this concept. There are different solutions now. CTO Maxim, he's trying to find the best, and he got few, I think 3 or 4 ideas how to do it, and now he's breaking his head how to choose the best. I'm sure he will find it for use cases. And also, I think we're promising in the use case of cross-chain bridgeless swaps, which we are to launch in the beginning of next year. So here we'll get rid of the problems of the bridges, which we I'm sure have read a lot during this summer or spring and fall as well. So no breach, no problem of the breach you have. I think that's all. And of course, the use case of tickets, NFC tickets, which we also make a tool for this, where you will be able to mint these tools to manage them, even have a comfortable Telegram bot for organizers to work with these tickets on events. So you see that the cases are very different for practically any application, or even now we have requests from real sector, like about real estate, rentals of real estate. So it's also easily can be implemented. And I think that's rather the case, so we don't even think now, but because when you have protocol, Oracle, and index solution, you can be able to be creative in use cases and applications of these tools.
Well, you see, DeWeb, we have a lot to say about use cases. So thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for being bullish on Envelop. So guys, please subscribe on his YouTube channel. DeWeb, you may see on your screens. So watch his review of Envelop NIFTSY. And by the way, Gels, the latest AMA, the freshest AMA we have already done today is the AMA. It's regarding use cases. If you are familiar with the rental mechanics and skill tokens, which are available, we have become available enabled by using the concept of wrapping NFT. It's a smart NFT. You may watch the freshest AMA with Unitbox DAO. It dives into skill tokens and rental mechanics in Web3 gaming. It's absolutely interesting for every gamer how smart NFT concept enables renting NFTs and skill tokens NFT enabled with Envelop protocol. This is a great use case to watch this AMA. I will mention you there because I promised. And do not forget, you are eligible for bounty rewards. So do not forget to write me on telegram.crypto.MC and to find your bounty. Okay, this is about use cases and devs. Thank you again for such a review. So what else, Alex? We should say that digest number 17, November is available. If you haven't read it, just do it on our Medium. So I will short recap, short review on that. So perhaps that's all.
Yeah,
Alex.
Yeah. So as you see, we move despite all the difficulties and find new ways to grow. So we just need to build, and everything will be good. Just market use to change, and no, it's not the way to be in apathy about it.
Absolutely. So we're alive. So be with us, be a part of our community. Here's our link tree. So be subscribed on our Twitter, find our link tree there. Envelop has presented on all the social media, which are absolutely needable for every crypto project. You may find us everywhere, apart from Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. We're not on Facebook because Facebook has a centralized disastrous monster. Nonetheless, its daughter company Instagram has integrated NFT. By the way, Alex, do you see the use case how Instagram enables NFT? I didn't say that. How it works?
I don't already seen, but about Instagram, I've been thinking the other way, because you know that there are lots of filters in Instagram, and sometimes people look artificial, and I get maybe it's like an idea that it's kind of transition point from real photos to avatars, so make people less and less real, and then smoothly transfer to 3D avatars in Instagram and 3D artificial influencers and so on.
Well, so what does it mean that all the Web2 giants have already integrated NFTs? Does it mean that they are sort of invite into Web3 and they are thinking how could they benefit, profit from Web3
Yeah,
tools? What are your thoughts?
definitely they need and they have to, because they need to find new points of growth. And I think Web3 use cases is one of the best ways for them, because I'm sure that for the past 10-15 years they tried all the best things they can, and they need to acquire new audience and to answer to demands of the audience about privacy and control of the data of the funds. And also, as I've been talking today with Thomas from Swarm, he also said that they are communicating with the issuers of intellectual property, owners of the rights of the brands. And for them now, it's a kind of a shock that when metadata is stored centralized way for NFT, it's a big risk to be erased and manipulated somehow. So he was laughing about this thing, because saying that he's been talking to them all this during 1 year, and only now they finally understand that it's a big threat. And I'm sure that soon, maybe even in 2023, we will see big inflow of brands into decentralized storages with their metadata for their NFTs to be like true Web3 style NFT.
Well, finally, I would add that we launched a playlist regarding instructions, and recently we did some let's say screencasts with instruction of minting ERC tokens on Envelop and for SAFT users. So you may also see these instructions and look how it works. Okay, so that's all for today. This has been Envelop. I'm a weekly CEO. Please like, share, subscribe. Be joined in our Telegram chat, subscribe on our YouTube, Twitter, and Medium. Ask a question on the Telegram chat. Join our DeWeb Telegram channel, where we put daily news from the NFT world. And that's all. Thank you for watching and listening, and bye-bye.